This Ninja Smart Screen 1000-watt blender is fairly powerful with some unique features. The blender container locks onto the motor stand with a twist. The top lid locks on the blending container by pressing the lid's handle down and releases by pressing the large release button next to the handle. I used the frozen drink program in my picks, and by pressing near the frozen drink wording, you need to press somewhat purposefully a light touch want to it. The program starts by blending in bursts of a few seconds on, off, and then a continuous blend towards the end. This program lasted 70 seconds, and I got the final product you see in the pic, the cherry on top. I like the overall functionality and thoughtful safety features in this machine, and especially like that I can pour from the top without having to remove the lid. If you want to stay in the low $100 range, this is a decent machine. As a slight criticism, and this isn't a like-for-like or fair comparison of course, I will say that the ice particles from this Ninja are not nearly as fine as my Vitamix, which does cost 3+ times as much. I only say this since a lot of reviewers seem to be comparing. Also, I wasn't thrilled that what I consider a normal amount of pressure for a touchscreen press did not turn this machine on. I may be spoiled smartphones. This replaced a blender with a metal drive and a glass container. The external parts of the blade assemblies, drive, and containers of the Ninja are mostly plastic, but for the price, I'll give it a shot. I'll be using it 4 times a week to make frozen smoothies, so if it lasts more than 2 years, I'll figure it was worth the money spent. It came with 16, 32, and 64 ounces cups. The pre-programmed blending and grinding buttons definitely do the job. A mass of frozen fruit and ice cubes don't even slow it down. The smaller cups are handy for taking along. Just unscrew the blades and replace them with the cover. Cleaning is a bit of a hassle, lots of corners and crevices. Definitely watch out for the blades that are on the grinding assembly that is used with the 64 ounces container. They are really sharp. I know because I still have the cut on the back of my ring finger when I got a little too incautious while cleaning it the first time. Great blender. I love the fact that it has multiple settings and blends on its own, without me having to stop it. Super easy to clean and very user-friendly. Would definitely recommend. Good. Turns ice into snow. Holds a lot of ingredients. Very powerful. Don't use at night if you have neighbors who complain because this thing sounds like a jet engine. The blender has an AI IQ system that does what it's designed to do. Pretty fun to set it and forget it. The buttons are hard to activate. Think broken iPhone. Bad. Has tons of crevices that are hard to clean. I use a few drops of soup with 1 cup of water and literally blend the residue off the sides. The blades itself are really sharp and you need to pay attention when cleaning them. The blender cup can only go on at one angle. I line up the arrow on the cup's handle with the arrow on the base, usually. It consistently goes on this way. Overall, great buy. My favorite recipe below. Warning. It's a meal replacement shake loaded with calories. I usually make 3 to 4 cups worth and drink of over 2 days. Peanut butter protein shake 2C ice cubes 1C almond milk 1/4 favorite coffee creamer. Like French vanilla 3 TBLS. Hershey's natural chocolate syrup 2 to 3 scoops protein like Dimetize. Chocolate, vanilla, or non-flavored 2 bananas 2 heaping tablespoons peanut butter 1/2 C granola or mixed nuts. Blend for 30 to 45 seconds or desired consistency. I like mine with no ice chips so I go longer. If it's too thick, add more milk. If it tastes crappy, add more syrup or creamer. Drink 1 to 1. 5 cups at a time. This is really heavy and great for a post-workout shake. Hope this post will be useful for you. Thanks for reading this far. I love it. After months of pandemic shutdown and what seems like years of boring Friday nights, finally the party is back on. I've been making frozen cocktails regularly for a month now with this thing and I cannot find any cons. Buy this. This is my first time owning and using a Ninja blender, and I am impressed. This blender is the type of appliance that one doesn't know it's necessary until one owns it. I do have another traditional blender, from a very known brand, which still works well regardless of being a couple of years old. But this Ninja blender is simply outstanding in its performance. It's very solid, and it has security features built in, which are important for a household that has children. What I like about this blender the most, is how fast and efficient it functions. It comes with pre-programmed buttons for most of the blending needs one could have, and it is very easy to use. Because the Ninja blender design is different, mainly the blade, which is really a few blades embedded within it, which facilitates the blending of the whole content inside of the jar, from top to bottom. It also takes time getting used to the fact the blade gets separated from the jar, without the jar being taken apart. A book with recipes is included, and there are many I want to try. Click link in description for more reviews.